In the heart of Nigeria, where rhythm lives in the streets and music flows like air, a star was quietly preparing to take over the world. His name is Rema. But before the fame, before the global hits, before sold-out arenas and international recognition, there was just a young boy with a dream in Benin City. This is the story of how Rema rose from nothing to becoming one of Africa's biggest global exports. Divine Ikubo, that's the name he was born with. He grew up in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, a place rich in culture, but not always rich in opportunity. Life wasn't easy. At a young age, Rema faced one of the most painful experiences a child could go through, losing his father. And not long after, he lost his elder brother too. Just like that, everything changed. The weight of responsibility fell heavily on his shoulders. He wasn't just a boy anymore, he had to grow up fast. In many stories, moments like this break people. But for Rema, it became the beginning of something powerful. Music became his escape, his therapy, his voice. Like many young Nigerians, Rema grew up in church. It was there he discovered his ability to sing and rap. He wasn't just good, he was different. There was something unique about the way he blended sounds, Afrobeats, trap, Indian influences, melodies that didn't follow the usual rules. Even before the world noticed, Rema already knew he wasn't here to be ordinary. But talent alone isn't enough. In Nigeria's music industry, thousands of young artists are trying to be heard every single day. The competition is brutal, and without the right opportunity, even the most talented can remain invisible. Rema started out performing wherever he could. School shows, small gatherings, freestyle sessions. He kept pushing, kept refining his sound, kept believing. Then came the moment that changed everything. A simple freestyle, a cover of D'Prince's song Gucci Gang. He posted it online, just like many artists do every day. But this one was different. It caught attention, not just from fans, but from someone very important, D'Prince, a key figure in Mavin Records, the same label founded by Don Jazzy, one of the biggest names in African music. D'Prince saw something special in Rema, not just talent, but star quality. He reached out, and in that moment, everything started to shift. Rema was signed to Johnson World, a subsidiary of Mavin Records. It wasn't just a deal, it was an opportunity, a doorway into a bigger stage. In 2019, Rema officially stepped into the spotlight, and he didn't come quietly. He came with a sound the industry had never quite heard before. His debut project, Rema EP, dropped, and almost instantly, it took over. Songs like Dumebi became anthems, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa. Dumebi wasn't just a hit, it was a statement, a declaration that a new star had arrived. People were drawn to his energy, his voice, his style, his unpredictability. He didn't sound like anyone else. And in an industry where many artists follow trends, Rema became the trend. That same year, he dropped Iron Man, and something incredible happened. The song made it onto former US President Barack Obama's summer playlist. Think about that. A young boy from Benin City, now being recognized on a global level. It was clear, Rema wasn't just here for Nigeria, he was aiming for the world. As his fame grew, so did his confidence. He wasn't afraid to experiment. He wasn't afraid to push boundaries. He wasn't afraid to be different. While some artists stick to one sound, Rema created his own lane. He called it Afro Rave, a fusion of Afrobeats, trap, Indian sound, and futuristic vibes, and the world listened. By 2020, Rema was no longer just a rising star. he was becoming a force. He dropped Bima, Bad Boys, a track that showcased his versatility and unique global appeal. Then came Woman, a song that celebrated women, but also sparked conversations. Rema wasn't just making music, he was making statements. Despite his success, Rema's journey wasn't without challenges. Fame came fast, and with it, pressure, expectations, criticism. Some people doubted his style, others didn't understand his sound. But Rema didn't try to fit in. He leaned into who he was, and that's what made the difference. Then came the turning point, the moment that would take Rema from African star to global phenomenon. In 2022, Rema released a song that would change everything. Calm Down. At first, it seemed like just another great track, catchy, smooth, addictive. But then, it started spreading across countries, across continents, across cultures. Calm Down became a global sensation. But Rema didn't stop there. He made a bold move. He released a remix featuring Selena Gomez. That was the moment everything exploded. The song climbed international charts. It dominated streaming platforms. It broke records. Calm Down became one of the most streamed Afrobeat songs of all time. It charted on the Billboard Hot 100. It stayed there for months. For many people around the world, this was their introduction to Afrobeats, and Rema was the face of it. From Benin City to the global stage, Rema had arrived. He started performing internationally, selling out shows, appearing on major platforms, collaborating with global artists, and everywhere he went, he carried Afrobeats with him. But beyond the music, Rema became a symbol of what's possible, a symbol of resilience, a symbol of global African excellence. He proved that you don't have to come from a perfect background to create a powerful future. He proved that being different is your greatest strength. And he proved that African music is no longer local, it's global. Today, Rema stands as one of the biggest young artists in the world. But what makes his story powerful is not just where he is now, it's where he started. A young boy facing loss, facing struggle, facing uncertainty, but choosing to believe anyway, choosing to create anyway, choosing to rise anyway. And that's what makes Rema's journey unforgettable. Because this isn't just a story of music, it's a story of vision, it's a story of identity, it's a story of refusing to be limited by your circumstances. From posting freestyles online to topping global charts, Rema's rise wasn't luck, it was preparation meeting opportunity. And the truth is, this is only the beginning. Because artists like Rema don't just follow history, they create it. So the next time you hear Calm Down or any of his songs, remember this. Behind the sound is a story of pain, persistence, and purpose. And somewhere out there, another young dreamer is watching, listening, believing. Because if Rema can rise from Benin City to the global stage, then maybe, just maybe, they can too. The rise of Rema is proof that greatness can come from anywhere. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share because there are more powerful stories coming your way.